just back from outside in the snow. Trust me, you do not want to be in New York right now. It's slip and slosh, slip and fall right now. Anywho, I decided that I wanted to do the 2010 wrap up survey that's floating around the blogs by the Perpetual Page Turner. I'll leave a link below. Um, let's get started. My first question, number one, best book of 2010. I would have to say for me, it was The Silverborn by Patricia Griggs. It's part of the Mercy Thompson series. Love that book, and it totally, her book covers, they totally play to the book cover junkie in me. So yeah. Worst book of 2010. I'm pretty good at staying away from the stinkers, but I haven't read a book that would can be considered the worst. I've read a few bad ones, but not the worst. And out of the pile of bad books I have read, which, I mean, it's a very small pile, not a very big pile, it would be Alison Knowles' The Immortal series. Crap on a stick. Crap on a stick. But I hear that that reviews of her latest books, the last two, are getting better. But I'm sorry, I'm waiting for the last one. I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyway, yeah, most disappointing book of 2010, number 3, that would be Thirst by Christopher Pike. Um, I'm not sure, the first one, that's the one I read. I don't think it came out in 2010, but I read it in 2010, and I loved the concept of using the Hindi mythology as the source of the vampire myth, but it was just not well executed at all, and it was just like words on a page, a mess. Anyway, yeah, that was my most disappointing one. Forgive me, I'm reading the questions off my blog. Yes, I have a blog, but once it's presentable for anyone to read, I will list the link in the doobly review so you can check it out. Anyway, next question, which would be number 4. Surprising book in a good way in 2010. That would have to be the the Chronicles of Nick, which would be the Infinity by Sherilyn Kenyon. I was pleasantly surprised by that because I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't expecting it to be good, and it was really good. Yeah. Number 5 would be book you recommended the most to people in 2010. I would have to say Silverborn. I am a die-hard Mercy Thompson fan. Yeah, I think I probably mentioned that a once or twice. But yeah, I am a die-hard fan. So I've been following the series, and I cannot wait for River Marked, which will be in 2011. So yeah, can't wait for that. Number 6. Best series discovered in 2010. My best series would be the Chicagoland Vampire series by Chloe Neal. It was recommended by Megan the Book Addict. I was watching one of her reviews, and she mentioned that she was in love with this series, and that she loved the main character, how strong she was, and etc. etc. And I went and I checked it out, and I agree. I love the book. I can't wait for the next one that's coming out in 2011. Yeah, number 7. Favorite new authors. I would have to say my favorite new author of 2010 is Chloe Neal. End of story. Most hilarious read of 2010, I would have to say Prada and Prejudice. because I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't expecting it to be good or anything. I just needed a break from the vampires and the shapeshifters and werewolves, and I figured I could read it and be entertained and have my brain shut down while and just fall into the story, which it was pretty good. It had me giggling a lot of times. So yeah, that was my most hilarious read in 2010. Number 9, most thrilling unput downable book in 2010. I would have to say Infinity by Sherilyn Kenyon in the Chronicles of Nyx series, because I wasn't expecting anything once again, and I was not a particular fan of the book because it was an unknown. I mean, the other stuff I had established themselves as series that I would like, so I wasn't sure about this one. But anyway, I fell asleep with the book in my hand. I was reading it that much. Book you anticipated the most in 2010, Silverborn. Favorite book cover of a book you read in 2010, Jealousy by Louise St. Croix. Love her book covers. Yeah, she plays to the book junkie in me, the book cover junkie in me. Yeah. Most memorable character in 2010, I would have to say Drew Anderson of the Strange Angel series. I love the fact that her character is very real. She's she's tomboyish and insecure about her looks, just like the rest of us, and she seems like a real girl. I like that. And the fact that she's beautiful, it makes her even a cooler character. Most beautifully written book in 2010, I would have to say Impossible by Nancy Werlin. Although this book was not a fast-paced, action-packed book, it was very well written. I love the way that she I should say she wrote. She writes. That's what I should say. That's what I want to say. I love the way she writes. Book that had the greatest impact on you in 2010. Sadly, I hadn't come across one. So yeah. Book you can't believe you waited until 2010 to finally read. Well, that I haven't had any books that I waited to read. Usually what I do, if I'm not sure about a book, I will leave it in the bookstore where it will sit until I decide that I'm ready to read it, and then I'll go purchase it. Other than that, I mean, it's just, it leaves more book space on my bookshelf for the books that I really want to read and have purchased. So yeah, that's the end of my survey, and I'm going to leave a link at the bottom or in the little linky box where you can take the survey yourself and let everybody know what your favorite books are and what you've read and stuff and junk. Anywho, yeah, that's my wrap up of my 2010 book survey. Yeah, that's it. So I will see you in my next video. Yes, my my silly hat that I just had on when I came in the house and decided to do this video and didn't take off. So that's it. Bye, YouTube.